Imagine this. You gently lower your cat toward a bathtub filled with water, and the next instant they're leaping for the nearest countertop. Has that ever happened to you? Today we'll dive into the curious case of feline hydrophobia, why so many cats avoid water like the plague. Hello, cat people. Welcome to the Cat Post. We're thrilled you're here. Our brand new channel is all about exploring cat mysteries with solid science. And today's topic is a big one. We'll unpack why many cats seem to hate getting wet. Before we start, please subscribe and support our new channel so we can keep bringing you more cat content. Plus, did you know all our videos are backed by our expert veterinary team? Your new favorite cat facts come straight from animal science and our in-house vets. Now let's jump in. Evolutionary roots, desert ancestors, and water. First, let's look back in time. All domestic cats today descend from wild cats that lived in the Middle Eastern deserts. These wild ancestors thrived in very dry regions where bodies of fresh water were scarce. In fact, a 2007 genetic study showed that every house cat is a descendant of the Middle Eastern wildcat Felis sylvestris. Those desert cats simply didn't swim in lakes or rivers, aside from slurping up drinking water from small sources. Modern domestic cats still carry that instinct. Even Encyclopedia Britannica notes that because cats evolved in these arid climates, water, except for drinking, was an element they are unfamiliar with and thus avoid. In other words, our fluffy friends never had much reason to get used to being soaked. Their ancestors got almost all their moisture from the prey they ate. Surprisingly, the fish-loving tiger is actually one big cat exception. Tigers in nature often do swim to cool off or hunt, but house cats mostly came from desert backgrounds, not riverbanks. Have you ever wondered how evolution shapes today's pets? In this case, the desert ancestry means many cats find large volumes of water pretty foreign. So the next time a cat shuns the bathtub, you can blame thousands of years of evolution in the desert. Wet fur and grooming, uncomfortable and heavy. Now let's talk coat. Cats spend a huge chunk of their time grooming. Some studies say up to 30 to 50% of their waking hours because they're very clean animals. Their fur is an important tool. It insulates them and even carries scent signals. Cats leave pheromones in their fur to mark territory and communicate. Getting that fur wet disrupts all of this. When a cat's coat gets soaked, it becomes much heavier and colder. Britannica explains that wet fur is extremely uncomfortable for a cat and takes a long time to dry. A soaked coat weighs down a cat, making movements sluggish. In the wild, a heavy, wet coat would make a cat an easy target for predators. Even though house cats don't usually worry about foxes, the instinct remains. Why be slowed and cold if you can stay dry? Plus, all the grooming work goes up in steam. Cats meticulously keep their fur clean for safety and warmth. Water can wash away those protective oils and scents. Wet coats trap water, which can weigh them down and take a long time to dry, making cats cold and uncomfortable. In plain terms, most cats simply don't enjoy the feeling of drenched fur. Quick question, have you ever seen your cat carefully groom itself after getting a little damp? They will immediately start licking their fur to get back to that perfect fluffy state. If you've ever watched a startled cat after a rain shower, you'll know they don't like that soggy feeling. Grooming and sensory sensitivity. Cats' obsession with grooming ties into another reason, sensory sensitivity. Cats have thousands of whisker-like sensory hairs and an extraordinary sense of smell. Those whiskers help them sense the world around them, as noted in Scientific American. When their whiskers or coat get wet, sensory information changes. Megan Bartles of Siam explains that wet fur might disrupt how cats perceive their environment. Imagine your own clothes soaking up cold water. It's kind of disorienting. And for a cat, it's similar with their fur and whiskers. Cats are also very scent-focused. Water often carries chemicals from pipes or detergent residue that cats can smell much stronger than we can. cats are especially sensitive to the odors and chemicals found in water, so unfamiliar scents can be unsettling. In short, a dip in the tub might literally smell wrong to a kitty, messing up the comforting scent profile of their fur. Altogether, a drenched coat can make a cat cold, stinky, and even a little panicked, and no cat likes that loss of control. As Scientific American puts it, cats are prey animals at heart, often uncomfortable when they cannot control a situation. Being submerged is a very new, unfamiliar stimulus for them. Interactive moment. Have you ever tried to wash your cat's face and found them absolutely terrified? Or given them a little spray and seen them bolt? That's this fear factor in action. So, to summarize this section, between a slippery floor, a strange environment, the bathtub, and maybe a surprise splash, most cats decide that staying dry is way safer and more comfortable. And once they learn that lesson, they'll avoid water at all costs. Intrigued by running water? Now, here's a twist. Many cats are fascinated by water, but only under their own terms. Ever noticed your cat batting at a dripping faucet or trying to drink from the sink? Why is bat allowed, but a bath isn't? It turns out cats often have a special curiosity about running water. Studies and behaviorists note that cats are mesmerized by movement. The sound and shimmer of flowing water triggered their hunting instincts. The noise and reflection from running water activates their prey drive. It's like a toy. A stream of water can look like a moving fish or insect, which is fun to paw at. And, importantly, only their paws get wet when they play with a faucet. The rest of them stays dry on solid ground. There's also an evolutionary reason. Moving water is usually cleaner than stagnant water. In nature, a trickling stream was safer to drink than a stagnant pond. From an evolutionary perspective, cats instinctively treat moving water as more likely to be fresh and uncontaminated. So while they hate getting their whole body wet, they'll happily sample running water from a tap since it seems crisp and fresh. Ever tried leaving a faucet dripping just to see your cat's reaction? It's a common household trick. The feline fascination with water taps is a neat counterpoint. Cats don't actually hate all water motion, just the experience of being drenched. Breeds and individuals, exceptions to the rule. It's worth noting that not all cats hate water. Just like people, each cat has a unique personality and background. Some breeds and individuals actually enjoy splashing around. A few examples, the Turkish Van is even nicknamed the swimming cat and was bred in the Lake Van region of Turkey. Maine Coons, Bengals, Abyssinians, and Norwegian forest cats also often show more water-tolerant coats and curiosity. These breeds typically have thicker, more water-resistant fur or ancestry near water, so they don't get as chilled when wet. Of course, raising a cat around water can also make a difference. A kitten who gets used to shallow baths or sprinklers may be less afraid as an adult, but in general, the average tabby or house cat prefers to keep their paws clean and dry. We should remember, every cat is an individual. Some truly are natural-born swimmers. If your cat is one of those splash-happy exceptions, enjoy the show. If not, know that it's pretty normal and understandable from the science side. Have we covered your experience? Does your cat fit this pattern, or is it a water-loving oddball? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your cat's quirkiest water story. Thanks for watching The Cat Post. We hope you found these science-backed insights fascinating. Remember to like and subscribe for more cat facts from our veterinary team. And next time you see your kitty eyeing the faucet, you'll exactly understand what's going on in that clever little head. See you next time.